Hi guys, so today's video is all about cardio. Do you do it? If not, why not? And basically just ways that you can improve your overall conditioning if you do include it in your program for the week. So what I seem to find, especially with blokes, is they hardly do any cardio whatsoever, especially if their goal is they just want to increase their shape, definition, reduce their body fat, which predominantly that's what people want to do. They seem to just stick to the weights side of things. So there's so many benefits of doing cardio. So me personally, my body seems to react pretty well to doing cardio. So not everyone likes doing it. I don't mind it. It helps that you actually like doing it, obviously. But I would much rather, if I know that I'm not going to have something that's like great for food wise, I'd rather get an extra sort of cardio session in than not have it. So different ways. You've got steady state training, so like lifts, so low intensity, steady state. So that's basically what I'm doing now. So I'm having it on quite a good resistance level, nice steady pace, so around 60 RPM. So that'll be the same on any sort of bike. So just keeping it 60% effort, nothing major. You've also got the interval type weight training, so that's where your heart rate's elevated and it's lowered for a certain amount of time. So whether it's 30 seconds sprint, a minute rest, and just repeat that 5 to 10 times. Obviously by doing that, you're raising your metabolic rate, you're going to be burning more calories throughout the next few hours. So that's one of the best ways to basically to burn the most calories, but it's also the most taxing on your body. So doing intervals every single day, it won't be good for you. So where a steady state, you can pretty much do it day in, day out. It just takes a lot longer. So you're looking at anywhere between like 20 minutes to an hour really. So depending on how quickly you've got to get leaner. So you hear a lot about, especially guys, again, they don't want to do too much cardio, so they don't want to waste loads of muscle tissue or anything like that. If your diet's relatively good, you are resistance training, a few sessions of cardio a week isn't gonna make any difference whatsoever. So just the way you do it. If you're gonna do 2 hours of cardio every day, then yeah, you will probably end up wasting some muscle tissue. So for example, marathon runners constantly running long distances, and look at their body shape compared to like an athlete, like a sprinter, or just like an American footballer that, yeah, they're doing cardio all the time, but it's fast, explosive cardio. So by doing that, their fast twitch muscle fibers are getting activated, and yeah, their muscles adapt to that a lot quicker, and basically get bigger and stronger. So you just got to mix it up. Definitely worth doing for anyone, to be honest. Even if you're bulking, just doing like 1 or 2 sessions a week, just nice and steady, just for your heart and lungs. So even if it isn't a fat burning, so your target for session isn't fat burning, just so that it helps when you have your rest periods in between weighted sets. If you're not fit at all, you're going to be struggling throughout those rest periods. You're not going to get your breath back. So by the time the next set's ready to go, you're struggling. You still can't breathe. Your heart rate hasn't lowered enough, because your fitness levels aren't that great. So there's no reason why not to do it. You do hear a lot of people that literally don't do any whatsoever. They just like weights, and yeah, they might have a brilliant diet, so obviously that helps. But in my opinion, I'd rather live a little bit. I'll eat what I want to eat. If I want to have two cheat meals a week or 3 cheat meals a week, I'll have it. But then I'll just make sure that throughout the rest of the day and the rest of the week, I cater for that. So I'll be drinking a lot of water. The rest of the meals throughout the day will be really good. I'll either, like I'm saying, I'll add in an extra cardio or a session or 2. Yeah, so it's definitely beneficial to do. Just work out what you like doing. whether it's cross trainer, bike, treadmill. Incline walk on a treadmill is also one of my favourites. Because of the resistance of the incline, your muscles are overloading in your legs, so they're getting a bit of a workout as well. So walking on a flat is obviously still good for fitness and health. But if your main aim in a session is fat burning, you want to work those muscles a little bit harder. Obviously 20 minutes plus. Anything up to there, you haven't really got going really. You're not in that sort of like fat burning zone yet. Yeah, roughly 65-70% of your heart rate, maximum heart rate, that'll be roughly where you want to be. So anything above that, you're looking at your intervals, so higher heart rate. So again, you're looking at sort of like 75 to 85 maybe percent of your maximum heart rate. So flat out effort, up to 30 seconds. I wouldn't go any longer than that, and then a good minute, maybe 2 minutes rest. Once or twice a week, that's all I would do intervals for. The other couple of sessions will be like this, steady state cardio. So, right, so especially guys again, there'll be a lot of you that are in good shape, but you'll get to a point where you can't really kick on any further. You're saying that you've tried everything, your diet's on point. You know that it's cardio, but you just don't want to do it. So, but if you stick to a good 6 to 10 weeks, maybe eight weeks of adding cardio into your weekly sessions, 2 or 3 a week, it's nothing major. That could be the difference between looking really good and then being in the best shape you've ever been in. So just like what I'm doing now, it's easy. Just watch telly, play on PlayStation, whatever you want to do. So just do something to take your mind off it, 'cause obviously it can be quite boring, especially if you're on here for like 20 to 45 minutes. Whenever I've done my competition prep in the past, I've usually stuck to 30 to 45 minutes. I've never really gone for the hour. It's just too long-winded. So I'd rather work at a higher intensity for a shorter amount of time. So I'll go a bit quicker than I would if I was going for the hour, obviously, so that so I've got enough energy to really blast it in that 3/4 of an hour over time. Especially if you're competing or anything like that, obviously the closer to the show, the more cardio you're going to have to do. Just obviously you want to bring out that conditioning of the muscles. Just show what you've trained for X amount of weeks, years even. So don't limit yourself and add cardio into your training sessions. There's no point training for all these years and not being able to see what your body actually looks like because you don't want to do cardio 2-3 times a week. If your water intake's right, cardio sessions are in, your weight training sessions are a high intensity, low rest periods. Make sure your rest periods are low, so you're looking at 30 to 45 seconds. So we want to train like, if you want to look like athletes, which most people would like to, you've got to train like one, get the intensity high. Adding cardio, it will work, I promise you. So if it doesn't, then there must be other areas that you're not focusing on properly. So i.e. diet, your training might be completely wrong for whatever your goal is. But my advice would be, make sure cardio is in your weekly routine. So while I'm on here, might as well just carry on. So talk about abs. So how many of you train abs? It's probably not many again. Just seems to be an area that people really neglect, and they don't really concentrate on any ab exercises. So it's a muscle like everything else. If you train, you can't change the layout of your abs. Your abs are how your abs are, but you can definitely change the conditioning, even like the depth in between each ab, just by doing either weighted, body weight, a lot of core sort of stability exercises as well. And if you want that nice tight waist, so that with your back as well, like you've got a nice V shape, you need to train your abs. So So imagine like you've got your six pack. Behind there, there's a sheath of muscle, which basically keeps everything nice and tight. When you see people that sort of they're relatively lean, they've still got a bit of a belly on them. A lot of the time, that's just because the muscles behind the six pack muscles they're not tight. They're not they're quite loose really, and it doesn't keep everything nice and compact. So exercises to stop that, to counteract that, you've got your plank exercises. So your normal plank, your front plank, side planks as well. Any sort of like bridge hold, where you're on your back and you push your bum in the air and hold that position there. So that's still gonna, you're keeping that area nice and tight. So that's gonna work on that. So other than that, you've got the vacuum. So by doing that, you're pretty much sucking in as tight as you can, but like trying to raise it up as well. So by doing that, just holding for about 30 seconds or so, repeating to 3 to 5 times. By doing that, that's going to work the muscles underneath and keep everything nice and tight. Just by training them, you're probably going to get a smaller waist within a few weeks, just by doing those exercises. So it keeps everything nice and tight. Sit-ups after sit-ups won't really do anything. Like you'd have definitely, you'd have heard growing up people that say like, oh, I do like 100 sit-ups a night or whatever. Yeah, that's brilliant. All that's just saying is that you've got a good level of endurance there. Doesn't mean that they're going to have a six-pack. So diet, a big thing to do with your abs. Loads of water. Like I was saying in previous videos, around your stomach, that's where you hold the most water. That's where you retain it the most. So just by changing your water levels, that can make a big difference, like visibly, to your abs. Weighted exercises, the muscle the same as everywhere else. If you're doing weighted exercises, the muscle will grow bigger. They'll show a lot easier. Knee raises. Everyone sort of focuses on that, sort of like bringing the chest down. If you're bringing your knee raises, bringing your knees up, sorry, it engages pretty much all of the abs. Whereas just that little crunching down will engage like the upper four. Especially bringing your legs and your knees up, you'll pretty much engage everything. Obviously you've got the weight of your legs, so it's like doing weighted raises anyway. That's definitely a big one to do that, again, not many people do. They just seem to focus on the forward, raising the chest forward. Any sort of twisting movement. So you've got the muscles that come down the sides there. So basically with your obliques, just train them in twist movements rather than always like sort of like side to side. By doing that, you see a lot of people do this. They want really small waist, well, just a nice tight waist, but they do really heavy sort of like side bends. So why are you doing that? So if you think, again, like any other muscle, it's going to get bigger. If you're adding weighted exercises, it eventually will get bigger. So you're only going to get a thicker waist. So if you're going to do any sort of movements like that, just make it body weight, nice and controlled. Basically, just the overall conditioning will be better rather than doing heavy dumbbell side bends, because the muscle's going to get bigger. So you're not going to have that nice tight waist. I say every single day you see someone doing that. I used to do it, without doubt I used to do it, but I didn't really think about why I was doing it, I just did it. Probably because I saw other people do it. So yeah, so just concentrate, and I think, is what I'm doing actually gonna get me to where I want to be? If you're not sure, again, just ask. Too many people don't want to ask, but yeah, there's no right or wrong way of fitness. Everyone's got their own opinions. It's taking what you want from everyone really, working out what you think is right for you, and then putting that into your own training. There's loads of things I've done wrong in the past, loads of things that I could have, if I did it a certain way, I'd be in much better shape now or whatever. But obviously every year you learn more off new people. Yeah, but at the end of the day, listen to your body. If something's not working, then change it. 12 weeks is a massive amount of time and you can change your body drastically if you do the right things. It's not always this massive hard slog. It's about training smarter than harder sometimes. You'll see a lot of people that leave looking like they're struggling like mad, they're gonna die, but then a year down the line they're in pretty much exactly the same shape. And is it that guidance that they've not had, or are they set in their ways? Like, are they those members that literally do body pump Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or spin Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's it? They don't do anything different. Their body's used to it. They come out sweating, but they've not really progressed any further than just being fit. Yeah, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give it a like if you found this video interesting. Comment below if there's any sort of topics you want answering, or want my advice on, or just my point of view. Like I was saying before, there's no real right or wrong. It's just opinions in fitness, really. So yeah. Right, so that's cardio done. Did about 30 minutes or so on there. So we can get some to eat now. So because we moved, we've got a new bloody fridge. It's got one of these lot. Yes. Literally the best thing ever. Come on.